Well, 24 hours ago, we brought you the story of how a pitched ego clash between the NTRO and the CRPF is resulting in our brave Jawans being deprived of support from unmanned aerial vehicles when it comes to combating Naxal forces. After headlines today aired this story, the NTRO responded by saying that it will look into the demand by CRPF.
A classic story of babudom and red tapeism, one that could have killer ramifications. On Tuesday, Headlines Today had reported how the NTRO had been refusing to give in to CRPF's request to move UAV bases closer to remote areas worst afflicted by Naxalism.
In this letter written in December 2011, the then DG of CRPF, K. Vijay Kumar, highlighted the intelligence edge that the UAVs brought to the CRPF's first UAV-aided operation. In the same breath, however, he also warned that if the NTRO continued to operate only out of Hyderabad, it would end up wasting and underutilizing these precious resources.
So much so that even an exasperated Home Ministry had recommended that the CRPF rely on drones not commissioned by the NTRO.
As things stand today, the Home Ministry seems to have completely surrendered to the whims of the NTRO. In fact, the language in this document only indicates that despite the gloomy economic situation facing the nation, the Home Ministry will invest in raising an entirely new fleet of UAVs simply because it could not overcome the bureaucratic hurdles posed by the NTRO and the Air Force personnel manning NTRO's UAV operations.
Stung by Headlines Today's expose, the NTRO has finally woken up.
Well, following the expose that Headlines Today actually brought out, which showed the kind of rot which is existing in the system, which was not moving despite several pleas being made by the CRPF, by the Home Ministry. Now, what we are learning from top sources within the NTRO is that the NTRO wants to assure the Home Ministry that within a few months, in fact, sources are telling us that by the end of this year's middle, the NTRO will actually start functioning from another base somewhere in the northern areas of Chhattisgarh. They do not want us to name the base for obvious security implications, but they will start functioning. This has been a long-standing demand of not just the CRPF, people who actually get serviced by the UAVs, but also by the Home Ministry and the Home Minister for almost 1.5 to 2 years.
While the NTRO's commitment may be construed as too little too late, it does provide some hope for our Jawans fighting in the most inhospitable of terrains. With Jugal Purohit in New Delhi, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.